So here we are on YouTube, announcing, very exciting, the winners for this month's Art Club Challenge. So we are going to give away over $1,000 in prizes. So community gets 500, and then there's 4 other categories of 125. Okay. I was trying to do the math and I'm like, wait a minute, 500 plus 400 is 900. Okay, so it's 125. That's where I was messing
Is everybody tuned in?
Yeah.
If you're there, say yes.
Okay. So John and I are judging this time because Dimitra and Jake are, busy in,
They're super busy right now.
yeah, getting ready to have
you know what?
So we are judging the entries, and we had a lot of entries this month. So first, I'm going to tell you what the challenge was, and then we're going to look through some of the paintings, and I'll show you some of the entries. And then John and I have pre-selected our choices. So I chose my choices, he chose his choices, and then we're going to duke it out and decide based on...
It was very, very difficult because everything is so beautiful.
Yeah. So then we have to make a decision between our two choices of who gets it. So we'll kind of lay out our arguments of why our choice is the best one, and whoever can argue better, which we all know is me.
It's me.
Then that one's going to win, and then we'll announce the community winner too. So that's going to be great. And what the community winner is, in case you don't know, is the ones that people who are in Art Club voted for. And if you're not in Art Club, my question to you is,
how are you watching this?
Well, because they're on YouTube. So,
good.
Yeah, you should be in Art Club. It is such a great thing to be a part of. There's a 14-day free trial. It's only $19 a month if you decide that you love it. And there's a whole library of tutorials and lessons and how-to videos. There's lots of motivation, inspiration, even things on, making sources or marketing type ideas, and really cool information in there. And we have our own reality show, Outstanding Artists. So there's a sort of edutainment kind of feature in there. And
plus we celebrate all of you painting so excellent. You're going to be winning all these prizes.
Yeah. So we have a monthly competition based on a theme. And so that gets you working and kind of out of your comfort zone and trying some new things. And then you can submit it and win some money. So every month we announce winners and give away cash prizes. So this month's theme in February, last month's theme. So February was the 4 elements. So earth, water, fire, and wind. So we had all kinds of cool tutorials on how to paint wind. Like, how do you paint wind? And how to paint fire. Dimitra did a demonstration on how to paint fire. So really, really cool. John, if you were participating in this competition, which element would you choose to paint?
Well, right away, when the subject was brought up, I loved this one because all those elements, they're all important. It's hard to choose one.
But you have to choose one.
Try for fire. I would just try it.
Okay, so
I'll choose one.
Fire. John doesn't like to choose one.
I love fires. I got to be careful around forests and all.
Okay, so he would have chose fire. I think I would have chose. I like fire because of the glow. I think I probably would have done wind, only because it's the most challenging, and I feel like it's the most challenging because wind is hard to see. You only see the effects of it, and that's interesting to me. I would like to, see if I could pull off a really cool painting that you could see this cause and effect of wind.
Now, I want you to know that I did many undersea scenes and even incorporated fire into it. So it was hard. I couldn't choose just one.
You did? You painted fire underwater? Huh. Was I part of that?
Last week.
Oh, last week. Okay. Well, that is very cool. So let's take a look at the entries. We had 116 entries, so that is really great. And it looks like you guys really, really liked the theme. So here I am on Art Club on the app. So the app is Art Social. If you're not on Art Social, get on Art Social because that's free, and you can meet all kinds of artists. You can post your artwork. You can get critiqued. It's basically this really amazing social media just for artists. So get on Art Social. And Art Club is on Art Social. So I'm on that app right now. And these are some of the entries. So really, really interesting. I'm seeing a lot of water here and fire and earth. And this, I think that looks like wind. That is really cool. So just giving you a little preview of some of the entries that came through this month.
That's pretty funny.
And sometimes you can't see the whole painting, just from the thumbnail. You have to, look at the entire painting. So that was fire.
But it had other elements, just a little touch. Good balance.
Okay. What else? This looks like wind. Interesting. This looks interesting. All right. So, as you can see, a lot of entries. This one's really cool. Looks like earth.
Very well done.
Okay.
But it's called The Colors of the Wind.
Oh, it's called Colors of the Wind. Okay. All right. I think we're getting to the end here. So this is what 116 paintings looks like on thumbnails. Okay, so that is it. That's all the artwork that we, got to look at. And there were so many great entries. It was really hard to decide. And I have a feeling that we didn't pick the same ones because you and I have very different taste in art or, opinions because we're very opposite.
Well, I think it's the world decides, and we just are going to show a few of what we chose, but don't the viewers decide?
The viewers decide on one.
So we need you all to vote. Like, don't hold back. You do the...
No. They already voted.
Okay, but in the future, I'm saying, just continue to vote. Continue. It's very important.
We're finding out the winners right now. That's what we're doing. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Who wants to see who wins?
I sure do.
So this is the skills category. So we have different categories. We have skills. We have sellability. We have theme, how much you kind of stuck with the theme. We also have uniqueness. Okay, I'm having help from backstage there, but those are the categories. So this is for skills. So John, yours is Embrace the Flame from Amy Sass. And tell me why, what is it about the skills here that is impressing you?
It's so many things. So I'll try to get my thoughts together here. This artist has put so many different motions going through here. So you have the wind is there because, the fire is going, and the person is embracing. And you can feel that with the hands, with the motion. You can see these wings going up. It's just very well done. Mm-hmm. It's so elegant in different little areas. It's very balanced, has open space, interesting open space, like a very sophisticated 10.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like also, it almost looks like all of the elements. Like you can see some water. You can see fire, you can see wind, and definitely the earth. So to me, it's almost like one of the few entries that incorporated all of them. So that is very cool.
But one was larger than the other elements. But
yeah, the flame. And I do like the perspective. It's pretty interesting. It looks very epic. and the brush strokes. It's very expressive. So I'm with you there. I chose this one, Splash by Roxanne
I loved it
Greton. And I loved the minimal aspect of it and how she used sort of empty space to really set things up dramatically. I love all the bubbles of the water.
That's what it feels like down under. There's a lot of open, dark green.
And I think just the attention to detail with how she structured the space and the composition is really well done. She kind of has this diagonal cut across it, which you're not really supposed to do, but I feel like it works because of the triangle shape of the fin and the way she put the water bubbles, even down to her signature. She scooted it over by the hand instead of it being kind of off on its own to not sort of disrupt the composition. So I think it's really well done, and it makes me definitely feel the sort of heaviness of water and buoyancy of it. So,
well, I also was contemplating on this one, and the design. It's just such a nice design, very balanced, and then they're always evasive as mermaid creatures go. You don't ever catch them, and so this one's like getting away, and the way that the style is so.
You don't ever catch them. Have you tried to catch a mermaid?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I'm chasing seahorses, I did. Really.
I don't know if I should be jealous or not.
You were in the water with.
I was in the water with you? Okay.
I caught her.
I get it. That's sweet. Okay, so what are we going to do? Because I really want, I think Roxanne should win. Oh, we're not picking winners yet? Oh, oops. Okay. Well, we shall see who wins. Okay.
Okay, get ready for
theme.
wild paintings here.
Okay, so you chose Lynn Hurley, Mother Earth, the Contemporary. I love that title.
It says it all. This has it all too. Mm-hmm. The figure is placed in such a way that it's just, in the space. But sometimes you want something to go off the edge. So the shadow goes off the edge. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
It's like graphic. It's so contemporary with designs on the figure, and then the draping of the cloth, and then you have the gold sun. It's so many.
Yeah, and I think it's really well done. I do wish the cloth had a little more brushstrokes or attention to it. It looks like it doesn't look finished to me. Whereas the skin, the background, all of that looks amazing. I feel like the red cloth could use a little bit more. But I chose
strong light source.
Demeter Earthkeeper, and that we named our daughter Demetra. So anyway, Helen Hobden. And I think that this is very, very earthy. I think it's really done with excellence. And it's really beautifully done. And I love how it mixes abstract with that realism of the figure. And but it all looks like it's from the same painting, even though the background is extremely abstract. And I don't feel like the realism of the figure takes away from this. I think it even adds to it and sort of shows us and places us with scale and depth of what we're looking at. I think the textures are really lovely. The color theme, color story is really nice. It really makes me think of copper. So I think this was done really, really well. Okay, so next for Sellability, I chose Hannah Cornelia Leder, Serenity. And I think that this is just really, really beautiful. I love how you just want to escape into this painting and just keep looking at it. And that is cool how it shows like a pool of water, but then she's floating, and it incorporates pieces of the earth as well, and the flowers, and you definitely feel like you're in water, but it also is bringing in other elements. And
I want to say a few things. I have to. I'm going to jump right in. Now, the figure is done so well. and it's dark, but the water's dark. So then you have the highlights everywhere, which adds such a glow to it. So then you have the other elements there. Just everyone has taken the subject really far.
Okay, and then you chose Carolyn Burnham, Balance and Chaos. Why did you choose this one?
Okay, now this topic of sellability, I have seen the special fish paintings selling right before my eyes. So I took time, I focused in, and I saw all these other details going on. So they're balanced in there, and then you have the underwater feeling, and then you have cursive writing that's such
I
an
love the mark
interesting
making
way.
in the background.
And then you have the shadows and the highlights on each fish as they're moving.
That's really cool. Yeah, and you don't lose the fish in there. They really stand out, and you can see them, but they're incorporated so well with all that mark making. Okay, so here we have Uniqueness, and we have two very different ones, but similar color palette. So Flames and Flow, Sophia, that was my pick. And, you know, I like the color. I think this is just very unique. I love how the figures are kind of stylized, but yet really believable. And they're sort of nestled in this abstract atmosphere. And I love how the edges kind of come and go, and it's not all, you know, outlined perfectly. But yet she put the details of that line work on the faces. And I just think it's a really, really nice piece and not something that you see, you know, all the time. So, John, you picked...
Well, I would just like to say also the blue on the red, it's standing out so electric. It's so interesting. Even the little details on face. So in the category of uniqueness, I did choose the Gaia by Jovana Pavlovic. What you would see here is a superstar rising here because this person can do the figure really glowing with these marks and the balance of open space and then interesting figure and then a little jazzy on the areas. Just the person could do anything. And the hands and the motion, and it's just...
Yeah, it's really, really well done.
Superstar.
Do you think this is Earth?
Well, yes.
Okay.
You know, the person's within the Earth with the atmosphere there.
Okay, and so now we are going to see, we don't even know.
Okay,
I don't even
community
know
winner.
who the community winner is. So this is who you guys chose by voting. And are you ready to see? Do you know who the community winner is?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Okay, here we go. Oh! Okay.
Wow.
So the community also,
The community has
agreed with
spoken.
you. Okay, well, congratulations. You win $500.
Can Giovanna see this? Is she out there?
Well, she'll eventually see it if she's not watching live. So congratulations. It's a beautiful piece. You did a fantastic job, and the community would agree. Your brushstrokes are beautiful. They're so expressive, and the hair is just amazing. So good for you. And this piece really makes you feel something. So I think that's also an incredible part of this piece. So now we go back to the top and we will see. Now we got to duke it out. Okay, well, let's start at the bottom because this is obviously Sophia wins this because, you know, Giovanna, however you say your name, cannot win twice. So, Sophia, congratulations. You win Uniqueness. And we don't have to argue about that one. Okay, so on this one, Sellability.
Congratulations. Wonderful work.
Okay, so I feel pretty strongly that Serenity should win Sellability.
We're going to have to let the...
No, we're not. We decide this. So
We're deciding this one.
well,
Okay.
I just think you really loved Serenity. I heard you saying that it was really sellable. And
that's why it's so
the figure,
challenging to
the figure's done with excellence. And, you know, honestly, as far as sellability, I would say the colors probably work a little bit better in a home today than the green and the yellow. I think yellow is a little bit harder. It's green, it's yellow, it's purple. The color story, I think, is a little more cohesive.
It has a touch of green. Green is very stylish. And this is aquamarine.
Okay, so Serenity wins.
You know, it's so
well. If you give
challenging.
me this one, then maybe you'll get one in the future.
I don't know what I'm going to do. We're at a standstill here because they're both super, super excellent. There's so much atmosphere here. It gives you a little open space, a little more. This one's a little busy, but I know that it's busy.
I think Serenity is more sellable.
All right, but there's balance in chaos. You just got to remember that.
Yes, it's excellent. Carolyn did an amazing job. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. So it's a tough decision, but I would say Serenity wins.
Hannah, she found her balance in there. Just remember that.
Even the title, people would more desire serenity than balance and chaos.
Well.
Okay, Serenity wins. So congratulations, Hannah. You are the winner of Sellability, and Carolyn was very, very close, and that's how it is. Okay, so what about this one?
Okay, now I want you to hear me, people out there. The thing about this is the figure is standing up, has energy, is going for it. The other one's kind of laying down, kind of like, oh, it's been a hard time. I'm in the earth.
No, she's contending for the earth.
She's contending.
She's like...
This one is, the elements are there, yes, but still standing up, still going for it. She is confident and bold.
So what do we do?
I choose this one.
You choose. I feel strongly about mine. I don't know. I think we need some tiebreakers. I don't want to keep arguing with you. It's too awkward. So I think
this has a lot more in the open field atmosphere.
I call in a tiebreaker.
What does that mean?
So I think maybe there's a cameraman or somebody here that can come and help us decide.
Okay, we have a special guest, everyone. It's your favorite guy.
Okay, Tanner, you can decide between the last two because we're just going to go back and forth.
I'll just speak into your mic. You both make very strong cases. I hope my breath doesn't smell bad. I think, well, for theme, I think the Demeter Earthkeeper one has a stronger theme. Oh my gosh, I'm getting both. I think Earthkeeper Demeter has a stronger theme. Like I feel that is Earth. Mm-hmm. That is the core of Earth, which is what the theme of the challenge was.
Okay.
I know it's there.
So Helen wins. Earthkeeper.
I'm sorry.
But I have to say, Mother Earth the Contemporary is a great title.
Yes.
Okay. Now, on this one,
well,
okay.
We have to say one thing about the blue. It's a very large area of the blue. And maybe the photograph.
I really like your choice. I'm gonna let you have that one.
How does she have such powers? What's going on here?
I really love Splash. I would want to hang it in my house, honestly. Yes, and I think it's beautiful. Maybe I have a...
Now, Amy has a lot going on in here, but there's still some open space.
Okay, so Amy, congratulations. You won in the skills, Embrace the Flame. So just to review in case it was confusing, the winners are Amy Sass, right here, Embrace the Flame. The other winner is Helen Hobden, Demeter Earthkeeper. Then we have Hannah Serenity. You also won. And then we have Sophia Flames and Flow. You won. And then the community choice winner for the 500 is this piece right here.
Giovanna Pavlovic.
Okay, so that concludes this live announcement of the winners. Make sure that you are paying attention in art club this month, we have a new theme, which is to express your color. And you basically choose one of the colors and turn up the notch, and that most expresses you. And so this month's theme is all about color, and you choosing your color that most expresses you and putting that in a painting. And there's a lot of great content coming out about color, and so very exciting. Don't miss out. Make sure you get your entries in, and next month on the 10th, we will say who is the winner.
And make sure to get all your friends and family voting and signing up. It's going to be super beautiful.
Okay. Well, thanks for being a part of this, and we will see you next time.